Hey there, friends. Jen here, and this is a Happy Bit. I wanted to talk about some new time tricks that I have been using lately. I think we all love to hear about time, how we can have more of it or manage it better or spend more of it doing things that are important to us. Well, as you know, I created a program called Time Mastery for Women, which outlines all of the tricks I have created over the years. And one of those is what is called a week at a glance. Now, for a while at the beginning of this year, the first half of the year, I was trying to get rid of my week at a glance and move it into my digital Google Calendar. And I really struggled with that. Yes, everything was in the same place. Everything was blocked out. I always had my phone with me so I didn't miss appointments. Except for me, I have decided to go back to my paper week at a glance. What is that? Well, I describe it more in depth in Time Mastery for Women, but it's essentially a little week planner outlining everything I'm going to do in the week, and it works best for me to handwrite it. And why is that? I think it's because it forces my brain to see the whole week ahead all at once, and the act of writing it all down locks it in my brain so I'm less likely to forget something. And so I can see, wow, this week is busy. I'm going to need to cut back. I'm going to cut back this and this and this. Or, wow, this week looks really wide open. Maybe this is a good week to do something I've always wanted to do or to start writing that book or whatever else it might be for you. So use a week at a glance. Another tip is I have been also thinking about the top 3 things I want to do in a day. In the past, me being the overachiever that I was, I tried to do way too many things in a day. And I was filling my calendar so full that I would get to the end of the day and feel disappointed that I didn't get it all done. And my husband came in and said, why don't you just schedule less so at the end of the day you can celebrate you got it all done? And I thought, wow, that's such a good thought. Why didn't I think of that? So I try to prioritize the top 3 things I want to accomplish in a day. And it's 3 things, 3 doable things. And I love that I get those done. So pick your top 3. In addition to your top 3, I want you to think about the feelings you want to feel as you're working on those things or as you accomplish those things. Often we get so stuck in accomplishing and checking it off that we forget to think about, how do I want to feel? What is the point of doing these things? Do these things contribute to the feeling I want to have? If your goal feeling is peace, you look at your 3 things and think, do these contribute to peace? If not, you might reevaluate, take some of those off and put other things on. Or maybe your goal is to feel accomplished and the 3 things you're doing are totally going to accomplish that. Maybe your goal is to feel connected and you decide your top 3 things for the day need to focus on your relationships with maybe your body, maybe with other people, maybe with a higher power, whatever kind of connection you're seeking. So I love thinking about not just what do you want to do, but how do you want to feel? A final time trick I'm enjoying is I picked up, or actually was gifted, a 90-day goal planner. Mine is called the 90X Goal Planner. It's not particularly better than any other one, but I really like it because why? It allows me to write down my quarter goals, the things I want to accomplish in the next 90 days. And then every single day, the planner forces me to go back and look at the goals and make sure my time is going to move me towards achieving those goals. Pretty simple. If we're not consistently focused on the goals, we end up spending our time on things that don't move the needle. They feel busy, but they don't get us anywhere. And then it ends up feeling like we're in the deep end of the pool treading water. And I use my whole Time Mastery for Women system. And I use this paper calendar that forces me to stay focused on the goal and write the goals down continually every single day, essentially, and make sure I'm working toward them. So those are my hot tips lately. To have a week at a glance, a paper version, to write down the top 3 things you want to accomplish each day, to write down how you want to feel and use that as an evaluation tool for your top 3 goals or any other goals you have, and to try out a 90-day planner. I find that 90 days can become almost like a year. It's like you can have 4 years within 1 year because you'll get so much more done in 90 days than you ever would have thought. And it's almost the equivalent of what you would accomplish in a regular year. Kind of cool. Well, I thank you so much for listening, and I hope some of those tips will help you. I will put a link to the planner on the show notes page at jenriday.com/happy180. Again, you can pick up any 90-day planner, but I'm liking this one. It's good, and it's not expensive in any way. It works. Well, may you create more time for the things you love. That is part of being a vibrant and happy woman. Take care. Thanks for listening to the Vibrant Happy Women podcast at www.jenriday.com.